Are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution? Man, I have been hearing so many people complain about so much shit lately and do nothing about it. It's kind of insane if you think about it. See, you guys already know the fucking answers to everything because all you have to do is reverse engineer from the shit that you don't like. That's all you have to do. Like, what's the two biggest problems about the digital informational age that we live in? All I hear is motherfuckers talk shit about social media. But you guys are on it. You guys are on it. So you're part of the problem. You're complaining about something. You're denouncing the fuck out of something. You're saying, oh, social media is the problem. It's like, the two biggest problems of digital informational age. You got short-term gratification versus long-term. Every little fucking blip is 2 fucking seconds to get your little dopamine fucking buzz off of it. And then the second one is external validation versus internal, right? A lot of motherfuckers out there are thinking, well, if I can prove myself to everybody, then I'll be worthy and valuable, and then I'll like myself. When that's flawed and fundamentally backwards. You're supposed to like yourself first, and then motherfuckers just like you because they can sense authenticity and fucking integrity. That's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to do self first, then worry about others. But again, you guys will pinpoint those problems, but you won't work on them. You'll talk shit about it. You'll sit around and talk shit and say social media is garbage and it's ruining, but you won't get off of social media. And more importantly, you can stay on it if you want, but pinpoint those two things. Get better at reverse engineering what you don't like, why you don't like it, and then start with excommunicating it from your life. I don't keep Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and fucking Twitter and LinkedIn. I don't keep all that shit on my phone. I only access social media on my computer. And there's a specific reason behind that. I realize that it's got a little addictive tendency towards it. It gets you lost in thought. It fucks up your focus. So how do I get the best of both worlds? How do I still participate in social media, use it for the ways that it's good, but limit it in my life in the way that it's a negative? That's not that fucking complicated. You guys are acting like this shit's rocket science. It's really not that fucking complicated. Pinpoint. Man, external validation. Everyone's into external validation lately. Okay, what's the way to get out of that? Be internally motivated. Make your own goals list and don't have them be based on some sort of fleeting thought that other people are going to love you or like you now, or you're going to get some clout or power. Just do it to do it. See, if you did all those things, you would be negating the negative that you're fucking busy complaining about. You can reverse engineer anything. Reverse engineer happiness. You look at people on their deathbed and get a list of their regrets. That data's out there. Everyone says the same shit. Man, I wish I would have spent more time with family. Wish I would have spent less time working is a big one. And now you guys will get confused on that and say, see, there's why I'm not supposed to be successful. No, you're supposed to be successful so that you can get fucking less time working. That's what I'm working on now. In 5 years, I'm going to have so many fucking avenues going that I'm not going to be clocking into a 55-hour-a-week job for the exact same pay. I'm hoping that my pay can leverage my time at some point by contributing value. I'm not saying I'm not going to do work. It's going to be less fucking work that I don't like. Therefore, on my deathbed, I'm not going to be saying, oh man, I wish I had worked less, because I won't be talking about a shitty-ass fucking career that I didn't enjoy. I'll be going, oh, I worked the exact right amount. I liked doing fucking it every day. So just understand, you can do that. You can reverse. Wish I had let myself be more happy. That's one that people say on their deathbed all the time. Do you get why they said let yourself be more happy too? That's because happiness is a choice. Most of you guys that are unhappy, you're just choosing to be that. You're choosing to be that. You write that narrative every day. You live a way that's fucking out of congruency with where the fuck you want to go and who you want to be. You aren't seen by people the way that you want to fucking be seen because you're not who you want to be. And therefore you have fucking bad connections with other people. That's where the shit comes up the most. If you haven't noticed a part of my message, I'm always talking about relationships. Do you know why that is? Because I truly believe that relationships, how you negotiate your identity, your fucking sense of self-worth with other people in a healthy way, based on self first and then the acceptance and appearance and inner workings of the external world second, that you can let yourself be way more fucking happy. You can be way more happy because you'll be happier with who the fuck you are. I mean, one of the biggest mistakes that I see being made is literally you guys are just thinking that none of your happiness is based on what you do. You're thinking it's just based on shit that happens to you. And I'm telling you, that's not the mix. The mix is straight in the other way, fucking aggressively. Is there a set of shit that you're born with? There's some circumstantial things. Can't change how tall you are or how pretty you are. No. You can't change if you were born into generational wealth. No, but you can make some fucking money. And you can cure that one. You can be fit. I'm not saying it'll make you fucking sexy as all fuck, but it'll definitely make you feel better about how you look. Better inside your core, better inside your shell. It'll make your mind better, make your mind tighter. So just understand, you can reverse engineer from anything. My homie Jonathan always tells me, he's like, you need mentors, right? Like, you need some mentors. What is a mentor? A mentor is somebody doing some shit that you kind of fucking like. You can follow their lead and their guide. They motivate and inspire you to be better at being you because of how good they're being, right? You got a mentor. Well, you can have an anti-mentor too. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of fucking anti-mentors. When I look around and I see a motherfucker that's 52 years old and has never accomplished anything and doesn't have a family that gives a fuck about him and has shit on every relationship and has been divorced fucking 7 times because he cheated on a chick, I know exactly what not to fucking do because I see the misery in that fucking man's eyes. I can see it. You can see it in their soul. They're just fucking hurting. Yeah, so I use that as an anti-mentor. I don't want to end up like that. How do I not end up like that? All right, well, make sure I have some scratch. Make sure I have some money and some business avenues coming in. Make sure that I respect myself. Make sure I'm doing all the things to gain self-love daily so that by the time I hit 50, I'm not a miserable piece of shit that no one wants to spend any fucking time with. Instead, I'm a goddamn winner where they go, man, this motherfucker makes me feel great. He gets up every day, takes care of fucking business. Motherfucker shines some light and some positivity on other people when he can. Interacts with people in a positive way, holds himself to a set of standards that he doesn't fuck up on. Loyalty, commitment, won't cheat on his chick, wouldn't even fucking think about that shit, wouldn't even consider it for a fucking second. So just understand, it's a lot simpler than you think. Start reverse engineering some shit. Instead of sitting and complaining about the plight of the world or the things you don't like, why don't you start with yourself? Be the change you want to see in the world. Old school quotes. Be the change you want to see in the world. Start with changing it in your life, and maybe that will have a positive ripple externally. I know one thing, that sitting around and fucking complaining about the shit that you don't like and not doing anything about it, not only is that bad for your mental health, not only is it bad for your psyche, not only is it bad for the fucking people around you, but it's just a nonsensical waste of time. So stop doing that shit.